Captain Teresa and I try that every day when we get back to the dock. It does not work. The beam that protrudes up off the side there a little bit is the ship's rub rail. As we drift a little bit farther, you're going to see an oval ring right above that rub rail. It's a hawseye ring. Dock lines would come out the hawseye rings. Showing you the cabin area porthole back here. There'll be a couple more a little bit farther up. The next two are going to be about 12 inches in diameter, similar to the bilge pump hole on the Bermuda. Here comes the first one right there. There's the second one. Just beyond that, the cabin area comes to an end. And then you're going to see a large metal wheel down there. That wheel was used in the pulley system to hoist cargo up onto the deck of the ship, called a lumber hooker, because when her hull was fully loaded, she could still carry 1,000,000 board feet of lumber on her upper deck. Now, this ship was constructed in West Bay City, Michigan, back in 1890. It was a transitional ship. It was a steam-powered vessel. It also had 3 masts for sailing, but the masts were strictly backup. They only used those when they were very, very low on fuel. There's that large metal wheel right there. Now we're going to scoot across this port side. You'll see when we go across it, it's going to bend down. That's called the turn of the bilge right there. That piece there would have been hooked up to the piece we're making our way over to. Now as we drift this, we're going to go over 3 huge beams here to start with. First one coming into view right there. Then there's going to be a second and a third. Check out the bolts sticking up onto these beams. These bolts are over 5 feet long. Right in this area, first, second, third beam is where the 485 horsepower steam engine was mounted. Now just beyond the third beam, you see a chunk of railroad rail there, laid across that huge beam running right down the center. That's the top of the keelson. Keel and keelson are the backbone of every ship first beam's put down. Branching off, running perpendicular, are the ribs forming the outer hull of this ship. Now some people wonder about railroad rail. What would that be doing down there? Well, the hull of this ship had an interior railroad system to move the cargo around. You see all the piping, it was a steam-powered vessel. Check out the top of the keelson as we drift along it. There's nail heads scattered all along here. Some are twisted and turned, bent over a little bit. Those are trunnel nails. Now those puppies are 4 feet long, 2 men to pound them in. One guy holding it firm and straight, the other guy swinging a sledgehammer. Now I don't know which job you want, but I think I'm swinging the sledgehammer. Captain, all 16 crew members were rescued. That Hetler and her cargo, not so fortunate. 1,100 tons of table salt dissolved right here in Lake Superior. Well, some people say salt water, but it's over 80 years ago. Dissolved, diluted. But they say to this day, if you catch any fish out in this area, no salt, just pepper. Now we're going to back off of this. We're going to back off of this and go for a ride out on the rock reef. If it doesn't bother you to look down, keep watching, because we're at 15 to 20 feet of water right here. We get up on top of that rock reef, we're going to be at 8 to 10 feet of water. On our way out there, we're going to go over some pockets of iron ore. Separate shipwreck, the MM Drake, grounded on this reef.